All right, Darren Yergin here on behalf of the NCAA. Following East Texas Baptist's big win here over Salisbury, joined from left to right by head coach Jared Hood, Brett Wagner, Matt Irwin, and Ben Lee. So, Coach, just take us through some of the emotions of the game and sort of what happened out there.
You get down big in the first inning, and basically the only thing I can describe what just happened is our guys never quit, and they kept playing till the end. And just as a coach, that's great to see. That's it.
Flip it over to you from ETVU. Questions?
Guys, you were really successful at the plate tonight. Brett and Ben, what were you guys seeing? They were throwing a whole bunch of guys at you tonight. How were you able to stay successful throughout the night?
Well, I would say that it's really just not giving up, like Coach Hood said. We're not really focused on who's on the mound. We're focused on ourselves. And it's a mental and physical grind. Every opportunity you get is a mental and physical grind, And we're dudes that every chance we get, we're going to pour our heart and our soul. We're going to give it passion and intent every time. And it's not about who's on the mound. It's about us playing with passion and intent every single opportunity we get. It doesn't matter if every opportunity we get we fail. We're dudes that are warriors. And we're dudes that no matter how many times we fail, we want the rock again because we can take the hit, And when you have dudes that are absolutely warriors, you get the Tigers. So it's kind of who we are.
Jim?
Brett, why don't you sort of talk about the mood in the dugout? You gave up a lot of runs early, and now you're putting up runs in bunches. What was the feeling in the dugout?
Well, it's happened more than once this year, and we know that we have the potential to make a comeback whenever, because we have the offense. It's just everybody tacks onto each other. We're not waiting for one guy to go before everybody goes. We're all going to go, and everybody's just going to feed off that energy. And as soon as you get that first run across, and you know that you got the momentum, where the energy is just going to build off that, and that's what's keeping us, or the fire underneath us.
Coach, even though you're down early, you put in Irwin, and he really was a rock there for you, and just get his zeros. Talk about his performance.
Just absolutely outstanding. Through this whole run, we've had guys step up and give us big performances on the mound. And Matt Irwin, he's a guy. He don't say a whole lot, but he's going to go out there and he's going to work. And he's been really consistent for us all year long. And so I knew when we had to go to him today that he was going to give us a chance, and that's exactly what he did. And he left his heart out there on the mound tonight and did a fantastic job.
Well, he's going to get a chance. So what was working for you, Matthew?
Well, threw a lot of fastballs. Wasn't throwing them particularly hard, but I guess it was playing well up in the zone, so I was getting swings and misses. They were still late, regardless of how hard I was throwing it, and I was just trying to take it 3 outs at a time, throw a strike one, get ahead, because I knew the guys in the dugout, the hitters, they were going to get us back in the game.
When you saw the offense put up crooked numbers inning after inning, how does that affect your performance?
So the game started out as one of those where we knew the hitters needed to pick up our pitchers, and I was confident that they would. And then just seeing, the at-bats they were putting up, I was just taking it 3 outs at a time basically, and I knew if I could hold the other team where they were, that our guys would pick us up and score more runs, and that's exactly what they did.
Ben, you tangled with the tarp there for a minute.
Yeah.
Can you talk about playing a really oddly shaped left field?
Well, I guess I wasn't necessarily focused on the tarp, more as the difference in the wall and then that corner right there. I guess kind of playing in that corner where I'm blocking it, something going over my head would be the only factor. But I was really just focused on really just playing balls off the wall well, because it's really bouncy and it can cause a lot of havoc. But I just got good comps from my guys, and I was able to navigate the tarp. So.
Coach, hopefully you have 1, maybe 2 games tomorrow. How do you get your guys ready to face a team that had already beaten you before?
It's championship postseason baseball. We're to this point to where if you need motivation to go out there and play, I don't have the words to tell any of these kids that. And, you know, they're going to go and they're going to play their hearts out, and that's what I've said from the beginning, that win, lose, or draw, I know we're going to get everything out of these kids, and they're going to give everything to each other. So just extremely proud of them tonight. Want to congratulate Salisbury team for a great season. They've got some great players, and they're very well coached, and you know, I'm happy for the way our guys continue to battle out and find a way to pull out the W.
Maybe just for you, Coach, just talk about, I know you guys kind of run a situation, I think it was in the regional where you guys had to win against Trinity in order to advance. You had to win tonight. You guys' backs against the wall. Seems like it brings out the best in your group. Just talk a little bit about that.
Well, it wasn't only in the regional against Trinity, but it was in the conference tournament against our entire conference field. You know, we lost game 1 and had to win 5 straight games. You know, played, 3 days, doubleheader baseball. Regional, we had to come back and we had to beat Trinity. Or we had to play them twice. Like you said, backs against the wall, and then super regional had to do the same thing. And this group's just a fighting group. They don't quit. And like I said, as a coach, however talented you are, you've got a group that doesn't quit. You've always got a shot. And and for me, that's what it's all about.
And for you, Brett, kind of noticed being around the team, seems like there's a lot of positive energy really up and down the lineup, and certainly you guys were able to kind of contribute there as well with some solid fan support and dugout support along the way. So just talk a little bit about kind of the energy around the team and sort of the ability 1 through 9 to kind of burn somebody at any time.
Yeah, it all starts in the hotel before we even get on that bus. I mean, everybody's revolved around each other. We're all laughing, we're all joking, just cracking jokes, and it's all one big family. No one's separated. It just seems like it's one bunch. There's nobody left out, and everybody's included. And then the fans, I mean, we traveled well. We traveled well all the way from Texas to Iowa. And some might know my mom is the bird lady, but everybody loves it. We feed off of it, and it's the energy that brings us up. It's not necessarily the guys. I mean, we have a ton of energy, but it's also the outside factors that bring energy as well, coaches, fans, and the players.
Absolutely. Any other questions for you, TVU? Alrighty, guys. Well, congratulations on a big victory here in very impressive fashion. You scored 21 unanswered runs to down Salisbury. They previously were the national runners-up and the year before the national champions. So I know you guys have a lot more work to do here, but congratulations on that, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.